Once again, we'd like to thank our fine sponsors for this evening's program. Of course, this is Loctite Product Night here at the Speedway. Loctite Products putting up over $10,000 in products for our competitors here at the Speedway this evening. The NEMA Midgets, the Modifieds, and the late models. The Strictly Stocks will be receiving their products at a later date. Also in this evening's Loctite Product Night is Jimmy Gookins out with the 9 Connecticut. Gookins will be starting at the tail end of the field. Tough break for Randy Kolick in car number 29. Lazy Green going out to the goal. Already parked in the infield out of harm's way. Pat Riley up in front. Tommy Gaudreau alongside. Nice start out of turn number 4 as the first 2 cars work side by side down at turn number 1. Tommy Gaudreau quickly bursting out in front of the 77 of Pat Riley. Here comes Mike Cedillo in the 57. Cedillo battling with Cole Prevost. 3 wide out of turn number 4 is Tommy Fox and Ronnie Young look to push Matt Sapiri out of line with the 07. Sapiri dropping off the pace. Jimmy Gookins continuing to have mechanical difficulties with the 9 Connecticut as he drops off the pace. Meanwhile, out of turn number 4, Tommy Gaudreau looks to click off lap number 2. Mike Dagnall going around turn number 4 with the Spirit of 76. That'll bring out the first caution. A time to look over turn number 2 and look up. You can see the moon resting right over turn number 2. Right to the right of it, you can see a light dot. That's Mars. And right next to it, there's a brighter light, and that's Venus. And word has it, we won't see that. Word has it won't happen again until the year 2020 that you'll see the moon, Mars, and Venus line up like that over turn number 2. Or Danny Cordaway looks to send him loose in turn number 4. Tommy Gaudreau once again with the fight. Another black car, the 57X Mike Cedillo now moving up to the runner-up spot, turn number 1. Pat Riley dropping back to the 3rd spot with the 77. Then it's Tommy Fox battling with Ronnie Young for that 4th spot. They work side by side, turn number 3. Out of turn number 4, it's Tommy Gaudreau being scored as the leader of lap number 3. Mike Cedillo continues to run second. Pat Riley and Tommy Fox now run nose to tail. Then it looks to be the 1 of Ronnie Young, 39 of John Brower Jr., the 12 of Gary Hartson. 3 wide in turn number 3, John Montesano forced to back off the throttle. Montesano dropping off just a bit with a 43. He was battling with the 6 of Steiner and the 19 of Rondo as Mike Cedillo looks to make a bid for the lead. Cedillo drops down low in the 57X. He looks to work his way past the 3 Connecticut of Tommy Gaudreau. Gaudreau, meanwhile, dropping back to Tommy Fox as well as Tommy Fox now looks to challenge for the lead turn number 1. Fox working down low with the 47. Mike Cedillo up high with the 57. Side by side as we've got trouble in front of the pack as Tommy Gaudreau and the 77 of Pat Riley get picked up through the turns. Jay Stewart involved with the 66. Field continues to run under green though. Of Tommy Fox, Mike Cedillo, Ronnie Young, Little John Steiner, and Kevin Devis. Field continues to run under green as Jay Stewart with mechanical difficulties on car number 66. Caution out on the speedway. Caution coming out with 7 laps scored is complete as Jay Stewart looks to pull the 66 down to the pit area. And Stewart would like to get that car repaired and back out in competition as he is the current point leader going into the car number 57. That's the 1 of Ronnie Young, the 6 of Little John Steiner out of turn number 4. Cedillo able to stay with Fox up to turn number 1. Fox working the low groove, able to pull it out through the turns. Ronnie Young comes to life with car number 1 as he looks to make his bid for that runner-up position. After that, the rest of the field stacks up through the turns. Little John Steiner and Mike Cedillo swap the paint on the front stretch. Steiner looking for that 3rd position. And Cedillo drops back to 4th. Here comes Kevin Devis as Devis now looks to make his move. But Devis loose through turn number 3. He goes around the rest of the field, able to work on by. Devis keeps the 58 fired up as he looks to rejoin the rest of the field as we continue to run under green. Nice piece of driving on Kevin Devis's part. Halfway marker out this time by. It'll be 10 down, 10 to go. looking to add to his lead with each and every circuit. Out of turn number 4, battle for that runner-up position. Little John Steiner battling with the 1 of Ronnie Young. Steiner working down low, Young up high with the 1. Then it's a 57 to Mike Cedio. John Montesano now up to the 4 spot. John Brower Jr., Phil Rondo, all battling out of the top 5. Looks as though Jerry Young alongside as well. 3 heavy hitters running side by side. In turn number 1, we've got trouble through the turns. It looks as though it's John Montesano in the 43 and the 1 of Ronnie Young. Looks as though little John Steiner involved as well. We've got trouble again through turns 3 and 4. Steve Sembra going around. Little John Steiner has the 6 fired up. Caution, 6 laps with car number 66. Tommy Fox looks to lead the field down to turn number 1. Mike Cedio quickly dropping back into that runner-up position. Jerry Young running in the 3rd spot. Phil Rondo looking to make his bid for position number 4. After that, it's John Brower Jr., Gary Hartson running in tight company. Russ LaJoy working up high with the 28. Big Mike Dagnall, Ronnie Young all work side by side through the turns. Hartson looking to break free of Russ LaJoy in the 28. 5 to go marker due out this time by, but trouble over in turn number 1. Looks to be the 9 Connecticut of Jimmy Gookins. Gookins once again showing he's got no luck thus far in 1991 with the 9 Connecticut. 19 for Phil Rondo. Well, Tommy Fox picking up where he left off with the 47. After that, side-by-side action through the rest of the field. Phil Rondo now looks to run into that 2nd spot. We've got a hard hit on the backstretch. Looks to be the 58 backstretch. Danny Corderwick looks to send the field off as Tommy Fox with the bite out of 4. Mike Cedio quickly settling into that runner-up position, but Jay Stewart make that Phil Rondo and Jerry Young battle side by side for the 3rd position. John Montesano running in the 5th spot. Then it's Gary Hartson for 6th. Out of turn number 4, Tommy Fox, Mike Cedio, and Jerry Young. Now is Jerry Young moving up to that 3rd position. Young having his hands full as he's battling with John Montesano and Phil Rondo. John Steiner loose through the turns, gathers it back in quite nicely as we continue to run under green as Tommy Fox continues to add to his advantage over Mike Cedio. Jerry Young, Phil Rondo in the battle on the speedway. They're battling for that 3rd spot, side by side. Rondo works down low. Jerry Young up high with the 33, 2 to go marker. Due out this time by is Tommy Gaudreau dropping off the pace with the 3 Connecticut. Final 2 times around the 1/3 mile oval. Mike Cedio in the run for his life. Phil Rondo and Jerry Young continue to hammer away on his back bumper. White flag due out this time by. Final time around the 1/3 mile oval. Tommy Fox looking for feature win number 3. Phil Rondo now up to challenge for that runner-up position. Rondo working the high groove as he looks to pull out the 2nd position. Mike Cedio dropping back to 3rd. Out of turn number 4 for the final time. Feature win number 3 going to Tommy Fox. Finishing in the runner-up spots, car number 19 for Phil Rondo of Baltic. Mike Cedio and Jerry Young down to the wire for that 3rd position. We're going to have to check with Busch Racing Series scorers as to who picked off that spot. As Tommy Gaudreau limps around the speedway with the 3 Connecticut. Your feature winner, driving car number 47, the Bob's Auto, Jack Lamb Electrical, sponsor Pontiac Grand Prix. Tommy Fox of Plainfield picking up the win.
Get it up here. Not a bad drive. Quite a run, young man. You came from deep in the pack. I guess you can do it from the rear to field.
Yeah, actually that was the furthest up we've started all year. We started 8th.
Yeah, but still 8's a long way back. That's 4 rows deep. You wasted no time. You climbed to the front. What's the trick of this? Get out front and run away, or kind of hang back and wait till it sorts out?
I'd say you need a little bit of finesse in traffic, but apparently I don't have any, so I don't know what the secret is.
Well, you know, you've run 3 feature events thus far. This is win number 3. The rest of the field seems to be catching up a little bit. Maybe you're going to have to do a little bit more homework this week?
Definitely. We'll go back. We'll make the car a little faster. That's the name of the game out here. I got some tough competition. Jerry Young's running real strong. Phil Rondo's running. Mike Cedio got the 57X hooked up. Those guys are all good competitors. You can look for them to win races this year.
Anybody out there you want to say a special thanks to?
My sponsors, Larry's Automotive Machine. These guys do a wonderful job. They fix your boat, your motorcycle, your car. Bring them the engine work. They're fantastic. I got to thank Bob's Auto, the towing service, Giorgio's Restaurant, MH Lion Backhoe, my crew, my wife, my parents, everybody.
You forgot Jack Lamb.
Jack Lamb Electric, thank you.
Not bad. Well, how about it, folks? The winner of tonight's 20 lap Loctite sponsor and main event. Tommy, go celebrate with the crew.